Hello everybody, welcome back to another MLP AU. So today we're looking at an AU by Devilish Mangoes. Mango Bongo. Mango Bongo. Mango. Ugh, words. So, bad news. I actually recorded this one already, but it didn't save any audio. Unfortunate. It was quite a loss. But yeah, this one, it felt like it jumped around a little bit. I just want to say that real quickly. Although the art is simply beautiful. It's like a mix of analog horror with an infection concept. So yeah, we're just going to kind of jump in. Oh, it's also kind of loud. It kind of just, yeah, it's some analog horror.
Changelings will feed not on your love, but on your flesh. You LLP nothing but infected. This flu will kill you all.
So, if I recall listening closely to that, it said, my changelings will not feed on love, but on flesh. And then they said some other crud. Chrysalis is being a bad bug today. Fudge! My ears! God dang! Oh. Okay. Right down there. Alright, so Twilight Spackle. Spackle. This mare is infected. Overall, well, so okay, so I figured out that I'm pretty sure this was just overall well-being, pretty much. Because I was a little confused why it just had a number here the first time I went over it. The mental health is aware and attempted to be collected. Twilight first came across contact with the pony, Derpy, who was infected but didn't know as to how, which resulted in her sending a scroll to Celestia and making her way towards Canterlot to help research and come up with a cure or treatment. Fluttershy. This mare is not infected. 94%. Her mental health is anxious and stressed. Fluttershy joined Twilight in her travels towards Canterlot, hearing it's safe and she might be needed in urgent care to assist. She heard it was temporarily safe in Canterlot from Twilight. Fluttershy has had run-ins with the infected and struggled to remain calm. Angel Bunny helps her remain so during. Applejack. Not infected. 84%. Her mental health is alert and stern. Applejack and her kin have been on the road trying to tread a safe path towards Canterlot. If not, they'll be seeking out other safe spaces to stay during. Applejack has been on high alert and takes action against any infected the moment they are spotted. Rarity, not infected, 90%. Her mental health is disgusted and worried. Rarity was and still is in Canterlot, but why was she there? She was personally delivering dresses to a popular and famous boutique in Canterlot. When she had started to leave back to Ponyville, the shield was set up and she was sheltered. She's currently trying to find Sweetie Belle. Notice she's got blood on her horn. I wonder if she stabbed somebody. Gosh, yeah. Okay, so Applejack's got bloody nose, kind of partly bruised. I'm just going back real quickly. All of them appear to have some, like, sort of bruising. For the most part. Pinkie Pie. 82%. Her mental health is worried and attempting to bring smiles despite everything. Pinkie has been traveling with Rainbow Dash on a different route towards Canterlot since it seemed faster than Twilight's. Pinkie Pie decided to tag along with Rainbow Dash to keep her company and help defend. But an incident occurred. Rainbow Dash, infected 90%. Well-being is 90%, alright? That's not the actual infection stage. Her mental health is aggravated and in denial. Rainbow Dash was in a hurry and racing towards Canterlot, but couldn't just ditch Pinky. That's when the incident occurred. Rainbow Dash had come in contact with the infected and defended herself, sadly resulting in her infection. She was bitten and hadn't realized until after. Rainbow Dash really would be the one character to be like, hey guys, come on. I'm still me. I'm not infected. Like that would be Rainbow. Out of all of them, I feel like that's something Rainbow would do. Unless you catch Applejack in her dishonesty phase. Oh man. See, I love the art though. Very pretty. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute the screams. I was contemplating what I wanted to do there for a second. Like, do I let the screams of the damned be the ambiance in my ears as I read this, or do I just kind of let it go? Okay, so bite wound. Derpy. Oh no, Derpster. The infection spreads through bites, direct coughing, or any bodily fluids. Sadly, Derpy was the first to be infected, but wasn't the cause of others' deaths, injuries, or infections. She was instead researched, but it was quickly shut down when the infection spread. She was abandoned and restrained to rot. Okay, so obviously we got some very bad green going on over here with the eyes. That's not good. Yeah, her hoof got bad. You gotta cut that off for following typical zombie rules. Bite wound. She faced irritation and pain from her hooves and wings, nipping at them to pluck her feathers in annoyance, which only made the pain worse. She faced soreness in her hooves and more likely stay off them. Her mane and tail thin, falling out more. She was more irritable, and as time passed, she barely blinks, less and less, her eyes painfully trying to straighten and widen. Since she was bitten and had a chunk taken from her, the infection spread much faster than coughing or bodily fluids, using the same utensils or sneezing. Oh yeah, she's got some holes forming in her wings up here. Her eyes more so look like they're rotting out, but if you look closely, you can kind of see an outline here. A little green outline. Her hooves have some holes in them. Pegasi couldn't fly, their wings practically useless and only causing them pain. The skin was so loose and soft near their wings, they could easily be ripped off. Her conditions worsened and starting to take more of an appearance of changing hooves, their legs turning black with sepsis, but wasn't killing them slowly. It was only adding to the progression. Unicorns would face severe headaches and their horns would also be irritated, even having magic spurs out of their control. Their eyes also would turn out like Derpy's. All ponies would. Earth ponies faced more pain in their muscles and hooves, weakening them and causing violent outbursts. See, I think Derpy's turning into a changeling here. Although she looks like extremely malnourished. Look at that, you can see that blue, that little outline I was talking about kind of forming here. Oh, that's so weird. Her eyes are like being covered over by like changeling eyes. I always like these ones. I think the concept of ponies being converted into changelings is kind of a cool, neat little idea. Yeah, now you can really see the holes now. Look at that. There's like flesh inside them though. Those aren't holes just for the sake of being holes. Like you can see blood kind of around them. Derpy was completely conscious the whole process and was left to rot. She only felt violent tendencies and started gnawing at her hair or hooves. She was restrained. Her eyes became more dilated or widened. She couldn't blink. Her eyes wouldn't even move. It was torture. Her eyes were extremely irritated and dry. It was unknown if she could see. There is no known treatment or cure. Only advice is to thoroughly disinfect the area or remove the limb entirely. In worst cases, killing the pony. If this was a bodily cause, you would have a less likely chance of survival. Take extreme precautions. If so, Celestia, help us. So, that's interesting. By the way this was written, if I noticed this the first time when reading it. The first slide, oh, not that slide, second slide, mentions she was abandoned and restrained to rot. Meaning she, during this whole process, has pretty much been restrained and is, of course, a test subject. And then also what makes that theory pretty accurate is the muzzle. Oh no, not the muzzle, the freaking, what the heck do you call it? You call it so they don't, I don't know. Her mouth is shut. Her mouth is stuck shut. Let's just say that, right? Let's just say that. Because you see this little band here, alright? Wow, you know, I swear. I know stuff. Just when you talk and stuff, you aren't thinking clearly. But yeah. I think that was interesting though. So yeah, Derpy was an unfortunate victim. Twilight said I'll be home soon. My eyes hurt. Everything feels wrong. My legs feel weak and off. My wings are itchy. She won't let me go home. Everything hurts. She says I can't leave yet. She wants to document everything. Why can't she take away the pain yet? Poor Derpster. Twilight. That's you. They say it's Twilight. Yeah, that's definitely Twilight. Twilight is being super suspicious. She isn't improving. I've tested her many times and it's always came back positive. Is it swamp fever? She isn't spotting. I fear it's something worse, Princess. I've sent you her test feedback. Please write back soon. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. Twilight Sparkle. Sparkle. What? Said Celestia. I really do enjoy this kind of black and white line art style stuff. There's just something about it. So it's like simplistic, I guess is the word, but it says enough. I love that. I just love Celestia's reaction to that. Wait a minute, does Celestia have 2 horns? No, that must be like a lock of hair or something. Interesting. Duel. Sister, you are terrible. You need to respond to your student. She needs you. You aren't helping her and keep our ponies locked in and those who need us out. That is fucking terrible, sister. You shouldn't be handling... Uh-oh. Luna putting the hoof down. Don't question how I handle things, Luna. I don't see you helping. You want to be difficult? I challenge you to a fight. You win, we do things your way. I don't get it. What? I like that Luna only said 5 sentences, max. And Celestia's like, that's it, Luna. I will banish you to the moon if you want to diss me one more time. If I win, I continue my way. Do you accept? I accept your terms. You know where to meet. We must make this a quick battle. It's noon. Random. Oh, nope, that's right. I think this is another analog one. I think audio just stopped working for this. The first time I did this, there was audio for all of these. Dear Princess Celestia, I fear the baked goods at Sugar Cube Corner created an illness of some sort. Their first affected ponies were Lyra, Bonbon, and Amethyst. See, I guess this is where I got confused. If this is like where the story split up. Redheart couldn't have everyone admitted in the hospital, so she had to make multiple trips to treat every pony. Lyra and Bonbon stayed together.
Make a little birdhouse in your
Bonbon and Lyra. That's so weird. Just imagine Redheart opens the door for like a checkup kind of thing. I don't know why Nurse Redheart has all these responsibilities. Surely there's other staff who can deal with these things in some AUs, right? Sorry, no, not Lyra. Redheart works incredible overtime in all these AUs. It's crazy. They're really committed. But my gosh. I think my first reaction to this the first time I saw it, like, because I lost everything, right? This is the second time recording this. And I was like, Bonbon ate Lyra? Just some super, like, reactive type of thing. Lyra and Bonbon stayed together. Oh my gosh, dude, it's crazy she ripped her head off. She was already gored to death. Like, look at that. Her head's torn off. Everything's just broken.
Make a little birdhouse in your
Yeah, there was original. I don't know. That's just a thing on my end then. Okay, so yeah, I was just having audio issues on my end. Everything else was still working. But okay. So yeah, back to where we left off. I had to do some quick checking to make sure things were working. Might be a little bit loud here and there cuz the monitoring for me wasn't working. So, oops.
Thanks for helping with baking muffins, Applejack. It's a really important. This batch is the best one ever. Let's quit shaking. It's time to get baking.
That was a voice crack. You hear that? That was loud.
Let's get a move on then. I have a lot to do.
Oh, this taking inspiration from the one episode where Applejack overworked herself.
Now that looks delicious.
If you say so.
Free muffin sample spectacular.
Yeah, muffin spectacles. Get them while they're hot. Yeah, they're all gonna get sick. See, I'm not sure. Is this where the disease started, or? Oh, that's Derpy over there, I think. But they're eating the muffin. Uh-huh. Nurse Redheart, why?
Oh, Rarity, that's very nice of you to say.
Of course, darling. I wouldn't have turned such a blind eye like I did.
Seriously, Rarity, you don't have to do a thing.
I insist. Tell you what, drop by my boutique and I'll have that ready for you. Don't worry.
Did you say something, Rarity?
That would be the last time I would see you, Rarity.
If only I knew.
Ready for you. Don't worry.
Me at the public gathering. me at the classic family get together. Okay, silence. Stay there.
I'm so glad you came. We need all the help we can get. Amethyst Star is your first patient. She's more responsive than everyone else.
That's a face of somebody who's seen too much. You just see, this is Red Heart pulling the curtain open.
Amethyst, you look awful. What happened? Twy, I ate some of the baked goods at Sugar Cube Corner, but they tasted fine at first. Applejack, I am so sorry, Amethyst. Anything you need? It seemed like any other day.
Like I said, this is a reference to the episode she overworked herself.
Until she finally let us help. Pinky was still sick.
Okay, I don't see any other dialogues.
We ended the day wonderfully. Oh, teehee. Why didn't I just go with my gut and warn the princess? Why didn't I tell anyone my concerns? Pinky is gone.
Pinky got the food poisoning. Oh boy, some more analog horror.
Once upon a time, in the magical land of Equestria, there were two regal sisters who ruled together and created harmony for all the land. To do this, the eldest used her unicorn powers to raise the sun at dawn. Thus, the two sisters maintained balance for
Drink
their
coffee in
kingdom
the
and
morning to that
subjects,
sound.
all the different types of ponies. But as time went on, the younger sister became resentful. The ponies relished and played in the day her elder sister brought forth, but shunned and slept through her beautiful night.
It's not their fault they can't see in the dark.
The unicorn refused to lower the moon to make way for the dawn. The elder sister tried to reason with her, but the bitterness in the young one's heart had transformed her into a wicked mare of darkness. Nightmare Moon. She vowed that she would shroud the land in eternal night. Reluctantly, the elder sister harnessed the most powerful magic known to ponydom. Using the magic of the elements of
My
harmony,
eardrums and
she
yours never
defeated
stood a
her younger
chance.
sister.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts my ears. That was very authentic though, love it.
The elder sister felt grief and shame. She had to banish her younger sister to the moon to save Equestria from the eternal night.
The elder sister took on responsibility for both sun and moon, and harmony has been maintained in Equestria for
Yeah. Rest in peace, everybody's eardrums. I like that though. I do like that. That's nice. But yeah, this one might have parts where it's just too loud because, like I said, that was an issue on my own end. Oh, I keep having problems with audio. It's freaking annoying. All right, well, anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.